there. So now it's time to meet Brian Jacobs from Vegan London. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Chrissy. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to have you on the show,
Thank
Brian.
you.
Now, I have to say, I have been quite interested in a vegan diet myself, and I have looked into it. But I'd just like to find out from you, how long have you been a vegan and how did you become one?
Yeah, sure. I've been a vegan for about 27 years now. I was brought up as eating traditional food, so sausages on a Wednesday and fish on a Friday. But I think about 30-something years ago, I started making the connection between the animals in the field and the food that's on the plate. I got involved with an animal rights group at the time, and I became pescatarian and then vegetarian. I met my partner, who I've been with for 30 years this year. His name was Julie.
Okay, congratulations.
And we actually went to a talk by London vegans, and we were inspired to make the next move from vegetarianism to veganism.
Wow.
So 27 years a vegan this year.
Okay. Now, so your reasons were more for ethical reasons rather than the health at
Initially,
first,
absolutely, for ethical reasons, but over the course of the years, my knowledge about the health benefits of being on a vegan diet have increased. And I would definitely recommend it to anybody that's considering becoming or eating healthier. Yeah. There was a program on TV not so long ago showing that it is probably the healthiest diet around if it's planned properly. Okay.
So can you tell us, like, maybe sort of your typical day's food, and because sometimes people do have this conception that, oh, if I become a vegan or even a vegetarian, food is boring, there's nothing to eat, you can't go out to eat, and there's those kind of ideas that many people have. Yeah, Can you tell us about sort of the benefits and the kind of stuff
the two aspects. I mean, the actual website I have, which is veganlondon.co.uk, I set up in order to promote the various vegan restaurants in London. I think there are about 100% vegan restaurants, as well as many, many more vegetarian restaurants.
Are there? I wasn't, because I was looking for some online and I didn't find very many.
There are absolutely loads, loads in London. Yeah. And so that was a resource for me to use when I'm sharing with other people now. Yeah. So yes, for London, it's very easy to eat out as a vegan or vegetarian. As far as eating at home, I'm not the greatest of chefs or cooks, but veganism borrows from other cultures' diets. So, for example, it could be a chili, or a vegan chili, or it could be a pasta dish, vegan moussaka. There are lots of different meals that can be veganized. I mean, as far as myself is concerned, breakfast is usually muesli or porridge, light snack at lunchtime, evening meal, maybe a stir fry with rice, or maybe a pasta dish with tomato sauce and as a veggie mince.
Yeah. How do you feel within yourself, like your health, sort of your energy levels, things like that?
Yeah, energy levels are pretty good. I think it helps combining a healthy diet with doing some exercise. And although I don't do the most, I do try and do some walking most days. Yeah. If I've been available, I go running, a little bit of dancing. So it helps doing exercise, absolutely, but it also helps having a healthy diet, and it keeps one in the right frame of mind.
Now, for someone that because I have to say, one of the things that kind of stops me from taking it any further is I do love my meat. I really do love my beef and chicken and stuff, and I find it difficult. I mean, I've cut down, so I'm better than what I used to be, but that is the thought, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can give that up. So in terms of people that really don't see themselves giving meat up completely, would you say that even going vegan sort of a couple of days a week or 3 days a week is of benefit to us?
I think, yes, there's a benefit. I question whether it's people are eating meat just because of taste, or whether they still feel that they need to get their protein, because there's enough protein on a vegan diet, absolutely. So I think at the end of the day, people think, well, I like the taste of the meat, but now there are so many meat alternatives. You can get fake chicken, fake lamb, fake pretty much anything. So it really is much easier now going from meat eater to vegan.
Okay. How do you get your protein, if you're just for the benefit of the viewers? Like, what kind of foods can you eat on a vegan diet that
nuts,
bring the protein?
Seeds, pulses, grains, pretty much anything that you eat's got some protein in. Obviously, most vegans have, well, not say most, but a lot of vegans do use soya products to get protein, like tofu, for example. But you can get protein in nuts and seeds and those other products as well.
And how about raw veganism as well? Because that's taken it even a step further. Is it no cooking, no heat?
Very good question. I mean, I said I've been vegan a long time, so I've dabbled with raw vegan, macrobiotic vegan, and all different forms of veganism.
Yeah.
Interestingly, when I was on a raw vegan diet for about 6 months, that's when my weight came really down, and it went really down. So it is a good way of losing weight, but one has to be very careful about what one is eating to make sure one has a balance of different foods there.
Yeah.
It can be a challenge. Whether it's any healthier than a healthy cooked vegan diet, I don't quite know. But I mean, if someone's wanting to lose some weight, I would say raw vegan could well be the way to go.
Okay. And also, Brian, can you tell us a bit more about Vegan London, please? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I formed the website about 13 or so years ago as a resource for those vegans in London or visiting London. So I said it does list the restaurants that people can go to. There's a list of events that are taking place through groups such as London Vegans and the London Vegan Meetup Group. And on there is places where you can get vegan or vegetarian shoes and handbags and all sorts of things.
It covers quite a few things.
I'm covering a whole load of different things there.
Yeah. And do you get a lot of response from people?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I get emails most day inquiring about where I can buy this, that or the other. Tied in with the website, we've got a Facebook page, a Facebook group. There's a Twitter feed and everything. So it really has taken off over the last few years, and more vegans than ever before.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah. And what advice would you give to someone that is considering a vegan diet? How to start off?
A lot of people go veggie before they go vegan, but some people now are going straight from meat eater or omnivorous to veganism. There are programs run by the Vegan Society, which is a national organisation, where you can do the vegan pledge, and that will help support you over a 30-day period to try it out, see if it's for you.
Okay, so you like make a promise that you're not going to...
So yeah, give it a go for 30 days, see how you get on.
Okay, all right, cool. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It was great speaking to you.
Thank you.